Well, I am pleased to welcome Kennedy and Stephen from the Flint Hills Discovery Center to the show. Good morning, guys. Thanks for being here with us today.
Good morning.
And tell us who you brought with you.
Well, I brought one of our own neighbors here in the Flint Hills. So this is our western hognose snake. He lives at the Discovery Center.
Oh, great.
We have a collection of animals there that help us teach folks about some of the important critters that we have here in the Flint Hills. So our western hognose snake, we've had for a year and a half now, and we bring him out for programming for kids, for adults, at special events, and he's a real friendly guy, and he's just like the same snake you'd find out there in the Flint Hills.
Oh, great. Well, he looks pretty curious. Look at him there.
Yeah, he is. I don't know if he's been in such a bright space before, but yeah, he wants to say hi. I don't know if you're interested in touching him and just using the
I can't say that I'm a snake fan, but I will touch him. Good morning.
It's really important for folks to know, there's no real reason to be afraid of snakes.
Sure.
But it is important to respect them. And the most important rule is if you are out and about and you do see a snake and you don't know what it is, give it plenty of room.
Very good advice. Yep. And what kind of food does he eat?
Well, the hognose snake will eat a lot of the little critters, toads, small rodents, even the occasional small bird. They can get up to 3 feet in length. So they will definitely eat some of those pests that are out there. So they're really important. Like a lot of other snakes, they'll eat a lot of rodents, and so they do play a really important role in the ecosystem.
And he has some rather unique coloring too, especially under.
Yeah. So our hognose snake was actually bred in captivity, and so the coloration is a little bit different than you would get in the wild. It's a special coloration that was bred into the snakes for the pet trade. And so a hognose snake that you'd see in the wild would be a little bit darker. This guy would stand out a little bit too much, so he might make easy prey for some other animal. So,
well, that's really fascinating that his coloring is different because he was bred in captivity.
Yep.
Now, the Flint Hills, truly a gem that we have here, and I know that's obviously a focus of the Discovery Center. Why is it so important that we study the Flint Hills and learn about it?
Well, I mean, the Flint Hills are the last stand of the tallgrass prairie. When we talk about the tallgrass prairie, we talk about that original ecosystem that used to cover millions of acres across this country, but only about 4 or 5% of that still remains. And so the Flint Hills is this really unique region that has this unique resource, and we at the Discovery Center try to really just tell folks about it.
Wonderful, and you have some exciting events coming up as well, so let's talk about some of those. National Day of the Cowboy, what's that about?
Yes, so this Saturday we have our National Day of the Cowboy celebration from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And so it's basically just our annual celebration of the Wild West. So kids are able to come out and make leather cowboy pouches and listen to story times, as well as demonstrate their roping and slingshotting skills. All of our activities are going to be inside except for wagon rides, which we will have from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And you guys will be focusing on Vinci coming up too, which I think he's just fascinating because he was someone who was into math, into science, and art. You don't find a lot of people who are encompassing all of that, but Vinci does, and you'll be honoring him coming up?
Yes, so our Vinci Day is Saturday, August 24th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. as well. And I'll let Stephen tell you about a little bit of those activities that we're going to have.
Yeah, well, we won't have the snake at Da Vinci Day, but we have a whole series of activities really focusing on the science, the engineering, the inventions. So we've got these oversized catapults that you can come and try. We're going to be doing parachute designs. We've got actually a virtual reality setup where you can put on the goggles and you can enter into Renaissance Italy. Ooh. And we even have some arts and culture. The K-State Historic Performance Ensemble is a group that's going to come, and they're actually going to play live music that you would have heard in Italy during Da Vinci's time.
Wonderful. It sounds great. Now, where can people go to get more information about these events and the Flint Hills Discovery Center?
Yes, they can go to our website, flinthillsdiscovery.org, and on there they can find information about our current and temporary exhibits, as well as all of our events and programs we have going on.
Okay, well, Kennedy and Stephen, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for bringing a friend. We appreciate that.